I'm also a little worried because like maybe we'll just leave people brain damaged or something because it'll be like, oh yeah, so the scam part of your brain, let's just dispense that shit, and then somebody's a vegetable somewhere.
You can't do this without causing some fallout. Just ignore the bits that feel bad in your brain. SCP-294 is a coffee machine that can dispense any liquid. Today, we are using it to destroy art scammers. Welcome back to So About That Breach. I am Moody. Every episode, I bring on a new guest, and we take an SCP, explain it badly, and use it to solve a problem nobody asked us to solve. Today's guest is my fellow horror streamer, Cloversong. Clover, you are here to help us ruin some scammers today. How about you introduce yourself and tell the people what you are all about?
All right. Hello, everybody. I am Clover. I'm a former idol, currently undead, and I do a whole bunch of horror and cozy shit. So, today's episode is going to be great. Also, fun fact, I once cosplayed an SCP scientist.
Dude, that's so sick. First things first, I'll do a quick little reference for anyone that doesn't know what SCP-294 is all about. So SCP-294 is a safe class SCP, and it's nicknamed the coffee machine. So this is a standard looking coffee machine with a touchscreen on it. You can put like a noun or like a phrase into it, I guess I would say, and it would dispense cups of liquid. So it can be anything from like coffee and orange juice, and it can go all the way to like the concept of like a cup of regret, like things like that, right? And I guess like an interesting test that was done from the wiki, which is probably a relevant one to talk about to kind of understand how far this SCP can go. They had a D class with leukemia kind of type in the cup of their leukemia, basically, and the machine dispensed the cup of liquid containing his cancer cells, and he was instantly cured. The cancer did return 15 days later, but essentially that like worked basically. So that's like kind of the scope that we can go with this. It can do like some abstract kind of things as well, and it can extract essentially anything. It's kind of interesting.
Seems to be very subjective to the person who inputs the thing.
If you ask for something hyper specific that is personal to you, so for example, like you wanted like a cup of like your mum's casserole, it would be able to get that specifically from your experience, right? Because somebody else isn't going to know what that tastes like, but it's able to pull that, which is, I think, is really cool and weird.
We've seen it try to do something like the perfect drink, or like my favorite drink or something. Yeah, the best drink I ever had.
I think this one has a lot of possibilities for helping us kind of achieve our goal here. And I guess I'll go into a little bit more background detail on what our goal is. We're dealing with art scammers today. So art scammers are, unfortunately, kind of everywhere in the VTubing space. It's a space that's very, art coded. We obviously are using art right now to be our personas. So we're quite an art heavy community. These art scammers, they can kind of do anything from stealing art from like real artists and kind of posing it as their own, or this can go all the way down to them kind of using AI to like pass off like AI generated images as their own hand-drawn work is like another issue we see come up quite a lot. And I think one of the biggest issues that we kind of face as part of this community, and I think it's one that I'm seeing a lot at the moment anyway, is that a lot of scammers operate with zero consequences. It's also frustrating because like the platforms, for example, will only really act when stories get a bit too big on social media and it's like starting to become like a bad press situation for them.
Yeah. It needs to trend. It needs to go viral.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have it go viral, or you basically need to know someone that works there to get it like sorted. It's like the classic situation that you see with like YouTube, right? It's like, oh, my video got a copyright strike. I know a guy at YouTube, we can get it sorted. It's like that kind of thing, right? But that's why we're here today. That's why we're here today with this SCP.
Because we're gonna weaponize coffee.
Exactly. Coffee of pain. We have access to SCP-294. We have a bunch of change in our pocket. And we need to try and use this to end art scammers permanently, right? We got to try and end them. We got to try and improve this situation, okay? How do we do this? Do we like set up a business? Do we set up like a business maybe under the guise of like a coffee shop? Like maybe we become like the next big like I'm trying to think of a global coffee brand. The only one I can think of is Starbucks, and they're kind of poopy.
Think in the whole like crypto thing, so like crypto coffee or some shit, right?
Okay.
Yeah, call it the
Okay.
crypto coffee. Make sure that like people know that it's like NFT friendly and all that bullshit, and
That's
that
you
will
gotta
bring
appeal
them
to them.
out.
That's true. That's true. You gotta appeal to their wants. We'll just get a bunch of crypto bros to like sit in there and like work on their laptops. So it seems like a very like crypto bro friendly space.
Yeah, you know, like minimalist IKEA, like all over the place, no personality, just like the little fucking NFT
Yes.
monkeys on the walls and shit.
But like, what are we typing in that machine to
See,
do this?
somebody like typed in the perfect drink and had something so good they decided to just off themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
But then that might be a liability.
it is, of course, yeah, but like,
If we want to tackle art scammers, right? We need something that's going worldwide.
we could potentially like topple the world economy just because we want to like get rid of art scammers.
Yeah, it's true. This is true. This is true. We do need to be a bit more tactical with it. We do need to be quite tactical with it. Fuck. What if I'm trying to persuade someone who hates going to the dentist to go to the dentist, and I have to scam them into going to the dentist? Like, it's good for them to get them to do that, right?
Yeah.
But like, you kind of have to like mince your words a bit and like ease them into it by making it seem better than it is. Like, are we going to accidentally hit a point where we start fucking over those people is the question that I'd have with that approach.
Moody, this is so wild because I did not realize that there would be so many like philosophical aspects of
Yeah.
the fucking coffee machine, because you're currently on some Immanuel Kant stuff, like what is the greater good, like what
Yeah.
like
Listen, you gotta think about these things. That's why I love these, because it really makes you think about like what is actually all the logistics of this, like what is actually doable. It's a tough thing to like think through and plan out.
Yeah, like here's the thing though, because if you and I, like two fucking idiots, just go over and go like just a cup of scammer, and then suddenly like like 4 realtors drop dead outside.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing as well. If we're taking away their ability to scam, what else is that going to impact in their life? They're probably scamming because they need money, right? Yeah. So we don't know what their like home situation is, but I would assume if you're going to do something as like scummy as like scamming people, probably your situation is quite dire, right?
Again, I think like what is the lesser of two evils in this one, I guess. Some people are like, okay, holy shit, AI, that's my way out. That's like, that's my little end of the rope out of this hole, right?
Some people are using art to survive, like it's their business.
Yeah.
So I think from the scammers, but if I was a scammer and I was looking at something to scam, out of all the things in the world you can scam on, like art is probably one of the ones that seems like it seems anyway from the outside that it will have the least impact on someone's life, right? Because they're buying a luxury item.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that they've not considered is like a lot of the times, like people have saved up for so long for this. And especially in our space where like a model can cost anywhere from like a couple of grand to like 10 grand, right? Depending on what you're getting done. That's a lot of money. Like that is a lot. I don't feel a shitload of sympathy. So all that talking. I guess the conclusion that I've got.
Like here's the thing, like a hypothetical scenario you and I are discussing right now. Meanwhile, we're furiously typing into this machine.
Yeah.
And it's just spitting out regret and shit, and I don't know what in little paper cups.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. You might be right, because I feel like a wider range of people is a good thing.
Yeah.
I think, because I was sitting there and I was thinking, you know, I'm someone that works in marketing outside of Ferrying Souls, and not specifically like in sales, but I work in marketing.
Yeah.
And I would never suggest this in any other fucking scenario, but I feel like maybe bringing someone in who works in sales in a more honest approach is maybe the kind of person that you want to be like outputting this, because they understand the nuances of like what they will consider certain things a scam in sales and certain things not, right? But if we get an honest salesman, then hopefully I would hope that they would have a more clear distinction of what that line is between like a scam and what is not, right?
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
never say that in any other scenario.
lucky for you, though, I work in customer service. I work in
Oh,
sales.
let's go.
I'm at a grocery store right now, and but here's the fun thing again. At some point this week, we've had
Yeah.
we've had a problem here with fake coins. Here's the thing. Do I just go to this to the coffee machine and go like, that scammer who gave me a fake coin, who may or may not have known it was a fake coin, who may or may have gotten it from somebody else as well? Do they just get like suddenly like, oh my god, I gave a fake coin, I think, to some dude at a
Yeah.
grocery store? My colleague's perspective, I would be the one to blame because I didn't see it, so I would be quote unquote scamming the store, probably, right?
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, what do you do about that? Like unintentional scamming. Like,
How much can we input into the machine? It seems.
oh, what you mean, like a liquid amount?
No,
Or
just
like different prompts?
The prompt, yeah. How
Oh,
much can
okay.
we actually input? Because potentially it will take forever, but potentially we could input a phrase that has been engineered to hit a certain group of people, but in a very certain way. It's so abstract and metaphysical.
Yeah.
Because I'm also a little worried because like maybe we'll just leave people brain damaged or something because it'll be like, oh yeah, so the scan part of your brain, let's just dispense that shit, and then somebody's a vegetable somewhere.
Maybe we have to think about the greater good here. Just ignore the bits that feel bad in your brain.
I love that you've just like talked yourself so far into it now that it's just like, you know what? You gotta break a few eggs. No matter how supernatural this thing may be, it is in our possession, and
Yeah.
we're not using it dishonestly.
That's true. That's true.
For our purpose, like at least in our subjective point of view.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think that's. Imagine if our names show up on the fucking list. They're like, who are these scammers? They stole my gold. I was an artist and I had gold and these fuckers have stolen it from me.
We have confirmed that we could in fact use the machine to fund our expenses.
Yes.
With good conscience.
Yes.
More or less.
Yes. I think so.
I like the idea still of us doing concentrate. I think that's the way forward. Again, if it's just you and me, we are
morally in a gray area.
We are morally in a gray area, both of us. Sometimes, yeah, we do make one whole good person, I think, maybe at the end.
There's some scraps in there.
Yeah, but we might need to like take a step back once in a while and let somebody else come up and just, input their little thing. Here's the thing, we could have that ethics board or something draft up a very, very good philosophical statement that we could input into it, like copy paste into it.
That's true. That's true.
Something that really like hits correctly in a broad term.
Yeah.
And at the end, we try and shoot for the stars, shoot for the top scammers, and then see if it trickles down as well. I think that's the way to go about it.
Okay. I like that. It feels the most thought through, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I
We
feel
also had a good time to think about it, yeah.
I've had a lot of time to come to terms with this.
It took a little half hour, but we came to terms with we might actually need to kill some top scammer to maybe make sure that everybody else is doing okay.
Fucking hell. Oh my gosh. I love this one. This one was great.
God, our coffee dystopia is going to be great.
Oh, it's going to be phenomenal. All right. Well, thanks for listening to So About That Breach, everybody. If you enjoyed watching us ruin art scammers, go follow Cloversong on their social links, which are going to be in the description. Before we go, if you have a problem that you want us to solve with an SCP, drop it in the comments, guys. We've had some amazing ideas so far. And if we ever use your idea, we will shout you out. Do not be shy. Do not be shy. We will be back next week with another SCP and another terrible idea. Until then, the Foundation is watching. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.